got involved in the network from my experience prior to the network. Basically, I have a Down syndrome son.
I suddenly discovered that I actually was becoming a carer for 4 elderly relatives, my parents and 2 aunts, and thought I actually I needed information. I wasn't quite sure what a carer meant. I wasn't quite sure whether I was one in fact.
South Lanarkshire Carers Network was formed in 1998 by carers who were asked to contribute to the first carer strategy in South Lanarkshire. It was decided at that point that carers should be part of these strategies.
The South Lanarkshire Carers Network was for me. That was me joining a community of people who had caring roles. Must say up until that point, I never regarded myself as a carer anyway. I was only a father. I was there to be advised, to listen, to get knowledge. I found, I suppose you would call it a fellowship. The fellowship of meeting was important. The answers are not always there, but it probably helps. I think just the being together, being a community, being a family, if you like, is helpful.
I'm sure there are lots of people out there who are carers who don't even think that they're carers. When I went to my first meeting, I actually started off by saying, well, actually, I don't know if I should be here because I don't think I am actually a carer. But this is what I do. These are the people that I care for, but I don't actually do the caring. I organise the care for them. I organise this, I organise that, etc. And one of the members who was actually at that meeting walked towards me, gave me a leaflet and said, "Believe me, you are a carer."
We have a carer coordinator in each hospital site, which is Monklands, Wishaw and Hare Myers. We also have 2 community operatives who work with the GP practices, and they carry out carer awareness training within professionals, and they meet with carers. We have 1 specialising in young carers. That's how we actually contact carers. That is the way we do this.
Carers Network organises roadshows throughout the county where there are information stands, and there are lots of people there who can actually help. The problem is actually getting to the people who don't realise that they're carers in the first place, or getting to the people who don't realise that it would be really important to go there and they could get a lot of assistance and help. But these are publicised in GPs' practices. And I think more and more so because of the work that the employees of the network are actually doing. They're getting out into GP surgeries, they're getting out into schools, they're getting out into different agencies to actually give talks and speak to the right people, and gradually that message will get around and more people will realise that there is help available.
We have the newsletter which goes out to 4,500 carers every quarter. And we're also looking at, we've got a campaign coming up at the present time to identify the hidden carers. These are the families who don't know about these things.
You can be caring for a long while and it become difficult for you. If somebody said, you can be breaks of caring and that information's in our magazine, then we've helped somebody somewhere. So I would say to each and everybody, if you've reached a caring role, join us and keep informed, even if it's only 3 or 4 times in a year.
Well, carers play a tremendous role within our society. They're very often the invisible workforce who are supporting a loved one within their own home or a child and helping to support them if they have a disability. And it's extremely important that as a society that we recognise that valuable role and that we provide them with the support and assistance that's required. And alongside that, we need to make sure that the agencies who work with individuals who may have a complex health problem where carers are involved is that they have an understanding not only of identifying carers but also in valuing their role and helping to support them and assist them in carrying out that caring role.
As the years have gone on, we've developed into an organisation who we are around every table regards to strategic planning for carers activity. So there are two sides to us. We have teams out on the road finding out what carers are saying. We have the meetings finding out what carers are saying. We feed these things through the carer strategies, and it forms a strategy. We also produce questionnaires. We produce annual conferences. We go in partnership with South Lanarkhsire Council, as we're doing this year, with 2 conferences looking at different caring roles to address the issues for the specific care needs. So it's about speaking to carers and having their views. But the process of carer assessments over the years historically has come around the financial area. And very many people don't want to talk about their finances to a social worker or to a professional. So we found that the way to do this is to bring in the benefit teams and make it a personalised thing. So if a carer comes up with a situation where they realise the caring role is affecting the finances of the family, then we can put a varying degree of support into that from various agencies. The one bullet point is this: carers have to have a voice. And that's exactly what South Lanarkshire Carers Network is. It's a voice for carers.